Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and it's time to play Seablock. It's time to expand our base further in that direction. Let's see what's happening there. We told our robots to place roboports here, and we also added some artillery turrets over there. So now our goal is kind of to reach to this point. Okay, how should we proceed? I'd like to actually landfill, I guess, some area around here. Honestly, maybe we should just build, like, create a set of proper blueprints for that, but I don't know. I feel like we might be able to get to that area without really proper blueprints, because it's like I don't think we really need the blueprints. Okay. It would help to have them, but I don't want to bother with them. That's how things are. Because what we are doing here is kind of straightforward. We just want to have rails, kind of straight rails, more or less, going. Actually, we don't even need to have rails here. The rails will be all vertical. Yeah, so we don't need rails. We just need some power connection, which we are getting from here. Right? We're already getting something there. One thing that would benefit us a lot, now to think about it, is actually getting next tier of the rubber ports. What would it take? Triple rubber ports. They have construction area 330 compared to 220. That's a lot more. So what would it take? Lithium ion battery. Is that it? Don't we already have it? No, we wanted to have it here. We wanted to build the battery right there. So maybe that's what we should... Maybe that's what we should be doing now. No, it kinda looks like a pretty good idea. Where are our rubber ports? I built them anywhere? Making them? I thought we had rubber ports somewhere here. I don't see. Oh, here it is. So we have some rubber port production right there. But we could also add some of them right here, I guess. Let's go and try to build them. We will not have the batteries, but we can actually try and... Like, we can try to focus on those, to be honest. Landfilling... It's taken so much CPU. Like, updates per second. That's a lot. A lot of updates per second. Let's take a look. Do we need this one? I don't think like we need this one. We're removing this two. We don't have anything here for some reason. This one, are we keeping it? Yep. We don't need it. And this one, it already, shot everything that it could reach. Nice. So what we were doing, we were going to the mall right here. That's our mall. And I would like to build something here. I'd like to build a roboport. Next of roboport. Where is our roboport? Wait. Shouldn't it be here? Right, it's here. The purple one. Yep, we are going for the purple one. Right there. We will remove the stack size here. So for this roboport, what exactly do we need? We need basically these things. We need this one. We need this one. Let's do that. And we need another one. So the main problem here is that it requires lithium-ion battery, and we do not have that yet. Well, and we'll need the spot. Robot antenna array with insulated wires. I think we already have insulated wires somewhere here. If not, it shouldn't be hard to make them because we are producing them in the module build. Okay, updates per second at 42. Around 42. That's not good. That is not good at all. We don't have power. That is what? Sorry, what? How is that possible? Oh, I see. Because we are trying... Okay, I get it now. We have lots of robots. Landfilling stuff, and it just... breaking our base, pretty much. Our base is experiencing some difficulties. Our base is experiencing difficulties. But that's okay, because what we could do, we can proceed with... okay, we built one here, build second one here, and now we can build third one here. Here, 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 and here. And that one. Okay, good. Now we can kinda paste the same thing here as well. Yep, just like that. Just like that. Did we get this one? Yes, we need to build an antenna, I believe. Are we already using blue roboport or not? Wait, we are using red one. Why am I going for purple? Okay, that's my bad. We don't want purple, we want blue one first. Maybe we'll be a little bit luckier with the blue one. Maybe it's gonna be easy, because for the blue one we need a regular battery, and I think we have some. Yes, we should have some regular batteries. That is actually really good, because we can take this blueprint and we can say that we'd like to upgrade the roboport from this one to the blue one, just like that. So let's take this thing and we will apply. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, let's say nothing happened. I don't see anything happening here. Okay, good. That's good. We could also actually do the following. We could also grab this upgrade planner. Where is it? For the roboports. I need to remove all of these things that I have. Where is the upgrade planner? Oh, it's not blue. It's of course not blue. It's green. Here it is. And what you could do? You could just say that, you know, I like to upgrade this part. We don't need to upgrade everything. I don't want to be upgrading everything, but at least something, I think it wouldn't hurt. And now we just need to make sure that we're actually able to produce them. I think we are, because this machine is working. That means that something is happening here. Okay, here we have it. And we need 7 more. Good. That is really, really good. While all of this is happening and our robots are being slow, let's see what we can do here. So if I take this part and place it here, we have a tiny problem. We need a little bit more space for this belts, and we can totally have a bit more space, just like that. So we essentially have some space here to send an input. We can actually, like, you don't even have to do it from here. You can do it from that side, to be honest. I mean, if you wanted to, there are lots of ways. One thing that is problem here is that I forgot a splitter, and splitter here is probably somewhat important. Okay, like that. Now, I had an idea. So let's start here. What do we want to do? Let's set up 2 stations. Let's set up one station that will be the input, right? How do we usually call our input stations? Okay, this is input. This is like the consuming one. We will call, like, we are calling this to do in. So this, let's say, will be the, no, this will be the input. We'll call this one to do in. Let's call it version 2. Or maybe let's call it fast. This is like fast stations with like high throughput. What's the name? Name is strange. Okay, here we have proper name. This is input. This will basically be output, so we could call this as output. Now, with that done, we need to figure out how to... This is output. That means that, like, output of the block. That means that we want these inserters to be loading stuff into the chain. And one thing about this is that we actually need this to be filter inserters, right? Because if something is being delivered here, we want no, because if this station contains multiple products and the chain arrives, we want to load only like some specific products. This thing, on the other hand, we want to completely unload the chain, and everything that the chain brought, we want to drop here, right? How do we call it again? We're supposed to call it input. Right, that's input to the block. And we could even add something like this there. I don't know, should we do that? Or not? I think we could have something like this here. And kind of like this here. And the opposite thing could be drawn on this side. Yep. That's like the flow of materials. That's the flow of materials. I would also like to copy this part, I think, and paste it over there. What are we missing? We're missing a couple of inserters here. Can I just grab only the inserters? Oh, not just rail signals. We actually have rail signals there. So that was my bad. Let's take a look. The segments. We are missing this one. Yep. What? Oh. Like this. We're missing this one and this one. Well, we don't actually need to do anything with this side, to be honest. We could potentially add one more here. Do you want to? It's a question. I mean, I guess we can have it. We can have it. I'm not sure I would want to have so many segments here, but whatever. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. And we got artillery. Turrets 2 researched. Can we produce them? I believe we actually can. I believe we can set up. Oh, did we walk too far? I believe we can set up production of this, and that should help us quite a bit. So here we have one turret. Let's. Where is mouse? Here it is. Let's produce the other turret here, and I'd like to remove the stack size. Are we getting everything? We are not getting blue sockets. That's pretty sad. So we are short on blue sockets. Okay. Okay. What's this battery? Silver zinc battery. Bioplastic. Burn a heat source. Let's get this out of the way. Let's just research some things, especially like the final technologies, because this way they will be completely gone from here and we won't have to think about them. We won't even see them and we'll forget they even existed. Okay, what's going on here? We probably should have a radar. Let's set the radar here. 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 Yeah, and one more. Right. Right. Yeah. Oh, wait. And one more. Like this. Let's add a bunch of radars. We could even upgrade this, right? No, it's not upgradable. Very surprising, to be honest. Very surprising. It's okay. It is okay. Let's proceed with this part. We would like to take stuff from here and drop it there, right? Yep. And we'd like to do it like that. Like that. Let's make sure that... No, we want to make it barely touch the corner, because this way it will be like the fastest unloading we can have, I believe, right? We cannot have anything faster. Except here, we actually can. We can make it work like this here. This is supposed to be a bit faster. This is super fast. This part. Okay, let's grab this one and paste it here. I can't say it actually works. Oh no. Why is that? I'm a bit surprised that like here this silo is being lit up, but here it's not being lit up. Right, and this part, what can we do about this? This one could drop stuff there and take stuff from there, I think. Well, the other way around, probably. Right, we are taking stuff from here and dropping stuff there. And how are we doing that? We are doing it like this. So the offset that we have is like that. I copy it, I flip it, place it like this. Will it work? But oh, I see. Yep, like that. So now all of this are working really, really well. So all of this are working correctly. I'd like to change this a little bit. I would like to change. So I was thinking about what to do, and I would like this inserter. It's not the fastest thing, but I want it to work kind of like this. The idea is that I want this inserter to be able to finish unloading of the train, even if the warehouses like silos are not exactly balanced. That's the idea. So even if stuff is not balanced, it will still work. That's what I want to have here. Good. So we have this part ready. We can basically just flip it, I think, and it should just work. And if you flip it here, it says that inserters are in the way. But can we maybe use some trick? Could we try and upgrade regular stack inserters, these ones, express stack inserters, into the ones with the filter? Because if we can upgrade them, what is it? This is upgrade planner. If we can upgrade them, then we can copy the configuration, paste it here. Look at that. We pasted it correctly, and now we don't need this part at all. Just copy that one and paste it back here. Just like that. Okay. We have this. Now, I am controlling this part with green wires. And we need to have a connection, like some circuitry. We'll have to figure it out. Okay, like that. We need to tell them that we need to set filters. We need to use the signal for setting filters, and I do not want to copy configuration because honestly, I should have started with that. I should have started with this part. Set filter. Does it work? Let's hope it does. But it's super easy actually to check. We just need to add like a constant combinator here, and we'll just send some signal, and that's literally it. Okay, on this side, what are we doing now? We are placing. Oh, no way. Is this much easier? If it's this much easier, then it's great. It's gonna be awesome. Just placing all these things here. Just placing all of them. Larger range. It's so good. I really like it. We could even tell the robots that, you know, we'd like you to continue landfilling things further. We'll probably lose a lot of robots on that now that I think about it. Yeah, we might lose quite a bit of robots here, but it's probably fine. We want to landfill that one, and that's it. And let's do the following. Do we have turrets or not? We do have better turrets. So what we'll do is we'll grab this thing, we'll paste it here somewhere in the middle, doesn't matter where. We'll remove the turrets and we will place instead of them the other two turrets, just like that. And now I just want to kind of right, it's okay. We'll be placing the thing here in this case. It is okay. I could even copy it like this to make it a bit easier to aim. Okay, this is done. This one. Paste. 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 Nice. And with that done, we can remove this part. We can actually make the removal here a little bit easier on us, on ourselves. Yep. And just do something like this. And this should help us a lot. I don't think we have a radar over there though. Oh, we removed the radar. My bad. But the radar should be delivered over there, so it's gonna get fixed. This is gonna get fixed. That's okay. Let's get back to this part. So we got the combinator. Let's say that we are unloading the stuff. Okay, great. Look at that. The filter got applied to everything here. That's great. So the condition actually works. Now, what's the condition that we use for this station? Because that's what we are dealing with here. We want to take the amount of items that we have. This is what? This is the loading station. Like the provider. Okay, we can do it. It's actually super simple, super easy. We can kind of redo it from scratch, to be honest. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do it. So, arithmetic decider. Okay, whatever. We basically need. Let's do it from scratch. Let's set up the station from scratch. What we would like to have. First of all, I don't want them, like these setups, to be able to be placed on top of each other. I don't want that. And to make sure that doesn't happen, let's do the following. We'll have arithmetic combinator. We'll get there very quickly. I just want to cover over all these items. Right, arithmetic combinator. Where is it? It's here. No, not decided. Arithmetic. We'll just use it to negate the amount, some amount. We'll figure it out. For this station, what do we want? We want to take the contents of that and have it connected to the red light. That's important. We also want it, I guess we could have connection going like this. We also want to have LTN combinator here. What is it? It doesn't have to be LTN combinator, by the way. It could be a regular combinator. It's just that we are using LTN. Like, it's really as simple as that. We'll have LTN combinators on this side this time. Here we had them, well, like on this side. In this case, we'll have them on the other side. Like this, right across this rail signal. And we'll have different configurations for the stations, obviously. Now, this arithmetic combinator, what do we need to do? We need, like, the goal of this is to this is wrong. The goal of this is to unload the chain. And we are unloading the chain unconditionally. The goal of this is to do the opposite. It's to load the chain. So we need to swap the positions here. And we most likely want them to look like this. We want to be loading the train. Okay, so this part, flip it. Can actually take both of this, can flip them, place them here. Okay, we are unloading, well, we are loading the chains with the materials, and here we want it to be the opposite. We want this thing to be here and that thing to be there, except we probably want it to go like this. Yes. So now we will flip it horizontally, we'll place it like that, we'll copy it, and we'll turn it around. Okay, now it should be better. So this combinator will be negating the signal. It will be taking everything that we have and just multiplying it by -1. Right, what else do we need to make LTN chain loading work? We need basically to do the following. The logic here should be as follows. We need to decide the combinator. Right, let's do it like this, and let's say have a lamp here. I don't know why. Why would we want to have a lamp here? Actually, we wouldn't. Let us place a decided combinator here. Because in order, like, over here, what we were doing, we were kinda had a lamp in both cases. I don't know why we had a lamp. Should we have a lamp? I mean, do we really want to have a lamp here? We kind of have a lamp already. Maybe it's not needed. Alright, what do we want here? We want to say that this is a provider. Yes. Log slots per wagon. We are always using log slots per wagon in the default configuration, like all the time. So we have 16 inserters loading to wagons. We have 8 inserters per wagon, right? So we'll set here 8. This means that we will never, well, this thing would disagree, but okay, we deleted it, so no issues there. By using 8 slots of, yeah, you can see, we never had any issues with LTN. By using 8 slots per wagon, we are making sure that there is always going to be space in the, well, this is how it's supposed to work. There's always going to be space in the wagon to kind of drop the contents of the inserter. Inserter never picks up more than one stack of items, so this thing works even if you have a combination of items with large stack size, like ore or, I don't know, landfill or something, and stuff with really low stack size, like barrels. So with barrels, inserters will never grab more than 10 barrels, for example. So we'll set here 8. Provide threshold. We want a full train. What is a full train? It's like 150, I think. Our trains don't deliver more, especially with 8 slots locked. And limit trains, we are limited to a single train. Kind of like that. That's how we want this thing to work. And since this is loading the chains, we would like to add a connection. Which wire are we using here? Right, we are using red wire for that one. Let's also connect a red wire so that the system knows how much stuff we have here, and we'll connect it with green wire. The difference is gonna be the following. I want the above station, this station, I want it to be enabled like this. I want to be enabled only if we have really a lot of items in the warehouse. Then we will have a second station enabled to support like fast unloading. If we do not have enough items, then only one train will be working. And it also kind of means that the dashboard that we use, it will be like here, it will be lying to us. It will be overestimating the amount of ore we have, because it will be counting kind of the same ore twice, right? It will be counting it as part of this and as part of this, which is okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with ore being overcounted. Like, if I see a million ore reported by the dashboard here, it's fine. It's totally fine that instead of a million, we actually have 500,000. I wouldn't mind, honestly. The problem is that we don't really have this amounts. Like, the highest amount of ore that we have is 400,000, as you can see. So, like, if it reports a million, I am fine. I don't care. So, if it's overcounted, it's okay. We can just kind of divide by... Like, we can adjust the dashboard, basically. We can account for that without any issues. So this one, we'll just want to check whether we have more than 0 of something, and let's figure out the exact condition here. So we are doing what? We are loading the train, right? We are loading the train. That means that we need to pick up items that the train has requested, but which are not inside the wagons, right? So we need to take the items that the train requested and subtract from that amount the content of the wagon. How do we read content of the wagon? It's really very straightforward. We're just taking a wire. We can even use a red one, since it's kind of real items that we have. We are connecting it from the station, from the train stop, to the arithmetic embedding that negates the amount. And now, once we have it, we need to send the signal here. Let's send the signal using green wire or whatever, doesn't matter which one. Let's use green one. Or, you know, we could use a red one here if we don't want the signals to merge. And another one is logistic train stop output. So this thing in LTN, it actually contains the request, like what the train actually wants, and we'll send it here. So now, from now on, this will have a sum of a positive number, what the train wants, and negative number, what the train has. So the output here will be, like the output will be the signals that we need to load into the train. And we'll be outputting just one, like a kind of marker signal, not the actual count, because we don't care about this. And we can grab the output from here, and we can send it over there. just like that. Easy. We don't have space for this logic here. Too bad. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I expected it to work a little bit better, but it's fine. It's not like we'll be looking at these things. And that should basically work. I mean, we'll have to check, I guess, to see whether these stations are working correctly. We could, in theory, even create some kind of loop here, but I don't feel like doing that. We can debug it in the first station that we'll place. Speaking of placing stations, we completely forgot the main goal of our exercise that we are doing here. I'm just trying to understand whether everything that I'm placing here is correct or whether I'm making some kind of mistake. Almost forgot that we actually want to expand our territory a little bit further out there, and we want to clear the worms. By the way, notice how much easier it is to deal with the worms with artillery turrets. Like, artillery is awesome. It's very, very good stuff. We, by the way, almost reached this place, the line where we are supposed to actually start building this thing. So we are almost ready to start building the first one, and I probably want to keep the order, maybe like from bottom to top. Place stereotype or whatever the name is, this one. Sapphirite here, then stereotype, then no. Okay, Sapphirite, Jivalite, basically Sapphirite at the bottom and Pabmonium up top. I probably want to do it like this. I don't know. Could also make it a little bit more interesting to make it easier to produce crushed ferrous mixture in the future. I don't know. We could rearrange them a little bit. We could say that we have Sapphirite, Jivalite, and Rubite here. And then up there we could have the other three. Stereotype, Cretinium, so Stereotype, Cretinium, Babmonium. We could also do it like that. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. I don't know. On the other hand, it doesn't really matter how we place them. Yeah, you know what, forget. Let's just place them in order. I think that would be better. Why would we overcomplicate something that doesn't need to be complicated? Which colors are we using? So we're using red color for the actual items. So again, repeating the same thing. We want to be loading the chain. We will take contents of the chain and connect them to arithmetic combinator. This will negate this signal. And we'll send the negative signal to the decider combinator. This is decider. Okay, that's good. That's decider one. Now, we'll take with green wire the content of what the chain wants to have and also send it to the decider combinator, and from there to the inserter. So we have different kind of circuit conditions for two of the stations, and that makes sense because they could have been using like different requests for this in theory. And the most important thing, the limit here, log slots per wagon here, it's like both of these things are enabled. Everything is looking great. One thing that we are missing, we kind of should tell this train that it has these materials. So now the station is ready. We might need to give it some power. How are we gonna be powering this? So that's the question, because in the past we're using big electric poles with 600 megawatts. What we could in theory do, we could in theory switch the grid to substations that will go up to 600, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. Right, I'm really not sure, because what we could do, we could just have a substation. Okay, not here. Well, actually in the future, could place it here, but we probably wouldn't want to, because the other one will have 6. Like, it will have a kind of further range. And I don't want them to be touching each other. So we could maybe have, we could align it, I guess. Okay, we cannot place it like this. We could place this one here, but that's not the final kind of configuration that we'll be using. Actually, it's not looking that bad with this one. And so the idea is that for now we'll be using this substation tree here. Once we have better substations, we'll have to move this thing by 6 tiles further, so it will be placed basically here. Or, okay, it doesn't have to be that far, right? Because this is the point where they will be touching. So here, it's 2, 2, 2. We can just place another one to the side, like nearby. And okay, 2, 2. No, and then they will be touching. We will need to place it at least 1 tile further away. Anyway, whatever. We will need to adjust this specific placement in order not to connect electric networks from this reactor and from the reactor up there. Good. That is it, I think. We'll probably be fine with exactly the same placement of the substation from the other side. I just have such feeling. Right, and on this side, what do we want to have? We want to disable the requests. This is the part that unloads the chains. Oh, one thing that I didn't mention. So, you might be wondering, okay, so you are setting a filter to take stuff that the chain requested that are not yet in the chain. What if such things are never in the silo here? Because in this case, this thing will just kind of get stuck. We had the similar situations with like all of the alerts that we had here is basically because of that, with like low kind of throughput items, items with tiny amount. You might be wondering, like, why are we not handling this case? And the reason is simple. LTN is not supposed to be sending a chain with request with more things that it can take. And that's also the reason, since we have 2 stations here, why over here we have a stack threshold 250, and here we have it 2 times more, 300. We need to make sure, like we want to make sure that if the chain comes, basically if the chain comes with some request, then LTN really believes that the station is able to supply, kind of satisfy all the train demands from like multiple trains that might be going to it. So all trains coming to the stations will use like less than 150 slots. They will never ask for more. Oh, well, okay, no, that's not true. That's actually not true what I just said. They will ask for more. Maybe that's the reason why we had a problem. They will ask for more, because as soon as the amount of materials is more than 150, then it will send 2 trains. It can send 2 trains. Because, oh, this is why. I get it now. I've been having these issues. I think. Not 100% sure. It shouldn't be happening with low throughput items though. So what can happen is it could send... Where is the thing? It could send 2 trains, because it knows that one train actually will not be able to... Okay, wait, we have a problem. We need to lower this. We need to lower this, because what's gonna happen is that once we get 150 items, this spot is wrong. This is correct. This one is wrong. What is it? Here. Because as soon as we have 150 items of one type, it's gonna send out potentially up to 2 trains. And it knows that one train is able to handle 160. So it's 2 times 8 minus 2 times 6. So 160 minus 12. It's 148. So it knows that one train is able to handle 148. And the other train could be sent to get the remaining 2 stacks. That's the problem. Potentially. But anyway, I should have made it 148 exactly here. Actually, since we are doing that, we might as well make this thing exactly as well, right? 160 minus 8. It's what? It shouldn't really matter here because we have train limit 1, but let's make it nice. It's 144, right? Seems to be correct. 144. And here we can have 288. Something like this. Let's make it really, really nice and correct. Here we will disable this two by default. They might also be disabled. Provide threshold. Wait, we are not using this thing, are we? I don't believe we are using this. Let's say we'll be outputting things if we can support whole chain. And that's the whole chain. No, wait. This is us requesting things. Let's say we'll be requesting things if we... Why is this a provider? What am I doing? It's a requester. It's a requester, yep. Request stack threshold. We'll send a chain if we believe we can have a full delivery. 144. If there is enough space, like if we need a full delivery, we will send a chain. Should we lower it to 150? Sorry, increase it to 150. Request stack threshold. Should we keep it at 144? Let's make it 150 if you have space, just to make it easier to calculate things. So if you have space for 150, we will send for the chain. And what's the default that we have here? Just want to take a look at it. 150. Okay, good. This demand will never really be fully satisfied because one chain will be able to deliver only 144. But it's fine. It is fine. Limit chains. We got to limit the chains here to just one. And here to just one chain at a time. That's how it works. So we have request stack threshold. It's disabled, unfortunately. If you enable the thing. Oh, right, and another thing. We gotta connect this. We gotta say that this is configuration for this station, and this configuration for another station. Honestly, I can keep them turned on. This one is connected here, and this one is connected to this lamp. Good. We did it. We've done that. That's our... we could even make it like properly aligned. Let's align them a little bit better. Let's just move this thing slightly to the left. This thing slightly to the Right. And now chances are that they might even be in the middle of the chunk. I don't know. We'll copy this part. Right. Now they're even kind of right in the middle. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. So here we have it. Here is our train kind of line that we'll be using. I'd like to extend it a little bit further in both directions actually, but I can't extend it in that direction. We'll figure that out. We will figure that out. Let's proceed with placing stuff here and telling the robots that they gotta and fill that. So let's copy this and kind of paste it here, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. It became so much nicer with better roboports. I can't believe I stayed on old roboports like the red ones for so long. I just can't believe what happened. Oh no. Oh, right. Makes sense. Because it happens because we have too much electricity flowing through here. It's way more than 400. That's why we're having these kind of issues. So if I wanted to make a really nice blueprint, I kind of want to place this thing somewhere so that I don't forget it. We can actually place it right there, I want to say, right between them. Let's figure out how this part is gonna look like. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Okay, let's do the following. Let's copy this. Actually, we don't even need to copy this one. We can copy just a couple of tiles up, a couple of tiles down, just like that. And just drag it over there. How are we gonna do it for this one? Like this. I'll drag it over there. Good. Here. I'll do the same. Just gonna drag it into the side. We are preparing to transition to like the real base. You could say that everything that we've had so far is just a starter base. Oh wait, I placed it wrong. Everything that we had that we have built so far, it's our starter base, and now we are playing Seablock for real. We are trying to like end up with our final kind of end game layout. Oh, it's gonna take forever to landfill all this, isn't it? Maybe I shouldn't have done what I did. Well, no, I should have. We needed it. We actually needed it. And I could even do something like add, you know, this kind of things just to help a little bit with the layout. How should we do that? Let's just drop it here for now. We'll use it to kind of measure the things a little bit once this part is landfilled. Yeah, it's taking forever. It is taking forever. We need more robots there, robots there, but It's okay, and we are back to 43 updates per second. No surprise there. One thing that I'd like to do actually, I'd like to kind of copy this whole part. If I click on this, will it make sure that in the blueprint, after copying it, it will not be... wait, this is the middle one, like this. No, reengine based on the real signals. I'd like to do the following. I would like to remove a lot of items from here. So I'd like to remove lots of stuff. Specifically, I'd like to remove train stations. I'd like to remove combinators, both of this. I'd like to remove inserters, surprisingly. These inserters and those inserters, I want them gone. I'd like to remove loaders, express thingies, like all of this, and splitters. I just want all of this gone. Let's try to apply it to this part. Nice. I also want this 3 gone. These are pieces of LTN station. Yep. That is the kind of the blueprint that I actually would like to use. And I also kind of, I even want to save it. Imagine that. Wanting to save your blueprint. To save this blueprint because... Yep. I want to save it because we should be placing it. We'll be using it. Alright, let's do this. Let's save it. Save it from there to... Okay, this part is missing. It's not good. But should be able to fix it. And over here, I'd like the rails to go at least up to there, at least one tile further, like this. Let's try to click blueprint. 1, 2, 2. Well, actually, we can create them from... Let's set a couple more here, a couple more here. I think this will be better. I think if you do it like this, we'll end up with a better looking blueprint. Yep. Something like this. We don't need these 2 things. We don't need this one. We definitely need tiles for the corner ones. Let's just remove them. Let's just remove the corner ones. This part, not needed. Is this looking good? Everything is divisible by 4. That's good. That's rails, I guess. Fast. Snap to grid. The grid will be 32 by 32. And the thing is like 34 by 2 by 4. No, 36 by 4. Something like this. Create blueprint. Let's take a look. Okay, it doesn't fit here. That's fine. It fits here. That's the important part. That is the important part. Okay, great. And we got to place it somewhere. Let's place it here. I guess. We don't actually need it here anymore. I can remove it. It solved its purpose. We don't need to do anything. Yeah. Anything more with that. This station, let's skip them for a while, because we'll first build that part before we build the yellow signs. Before we start making yellow signs. This thing can be gone. We'll just need to copy paste this like blocks and hope that they work. Okay. The turrets are shooting. That's really good. The range is very, very long. Yeah, look at that. This is great. And we want to build the thing here, I believe. Let's kind of take a look at our plan again. So we have this thing that we'll be placing, I guess, here. We could also place... Oh, we cannot place it there, because we actually need to have kind of this part. How can we do that? Should I just drop this one here? I don't really want to. I feel it's kind of wrong to do it. I guess it's okay. Let's just place it. Let's just place it because I want the marker. I'm basically interested only in the brick lines here. Everything else is just extra, but I don't mind. Let's keep it like this. So now, let's proceed. Let's draw a brick line here. Maybe I should really create proper blueprints for that. I don't know. I don't really want to. I just feel that it's a bit boring to kind of both do that, and also it's boring to kind of watch that being done. No, it's kind of... On the other hand, it's like pretty important part of playing Factorio, building blueprints. Let me know what you think, like whether you like watching people coming up with blueprints. I think we already spent like 2 episodes basically playing with the blueprints and like building this stuff. I don't know. And by the way, I'm aware that what I'm doing will result in not very beautiful things, because some of the landfill is not placed down there yet. I'm aware of that, and I find it acceptable. Maybe I should wait a bit. Because what I want to kind of get a feel for... Well, maybe I wouldn't get a good feel for that here, but I wanted to get a good feel for where the blocks would start and where they would end, kind of thing. I'm surprised that we were missing one tile over there. That's surprising. Wait, what happened? Okay, now it's looking good. This part, I'll place it here and here. This one, we'll place it here and here. Oh, and this one is kind of done. Almost. Here, and here it's already placed, I believe. Right, let's see. So we want to have proper ores here. We want to have these things there. Where is that? Let's see. If we place this here. Okay, 1 block, 2 blocks right there. So if I take this build and place it here, I feel like that's where we want it to be. 1 block. 2 blocks. Well, it just happened that we needed to move this thing a little bit further out there. And yeah, we have this problem with the water, like not the water, but with the landfill actually not being placed here yet. But at least what we did, we found where exactly this vertical line should go. And this vertical line is important because that's where we'll be placing our first design of these rails. These rails, they will go here, vertically, like right here. One thing that's missing is that we don't really have a spot for the depot. We don't have depot. That's not good. However, I feel like we should be able to figure something out on that front. Yeah, we probably can do something. I'm not sure, like, how. I probably want to... Right, we are using left-hand drive. I want the depot to be down here. I want it to be below. Oh, not here. Here. I want it to be below, because then the trains can camp on the left side. They can kind of turn here, grab the materials, go up where they need to go down, drop them off, and then once they drop them off, they will return to the depot. So the depot should probably go... Maybe I should bring it... I don't know, should I bring it even further down? We can do that. I think we can bring the depot a little bit further down. Maybe like by a couple of blocks, just in case. Or we could build it here, and if we... No, Right, we can build it here, on this side. Because if we need to extend these areas, we can extend them kind of from the right, but the left side we don't have to extend it down. We can just be extending it up if needed. Right, that could be the way to look at this. And we already have a blueprint for the depot. It will just need to be a little bit adjusted. Well, not quite. Not quite. Probably want to have another rail, bring in everything needed for the depot. So I really want to place things as far down as I want. You know what? Let's move this thing down a bit, and we'll start placing like stereotype, sapphirite, and all of these things a little bit lower. We'll start this thing from here, not from here, as I initially wanted. We'll start it from here, and we'll go from there. This way, we can make sure that even if we need some extra space for these blocks here, we have the space, but the depots will still be getting fuel along this way. Speaking of which, that means that first of all, I'd like this thing to be upgraded. Let's do that. Let's upgrade it to a better stuff like this, and we'll try to like copy this part with really good artillery turrets, and just want... Wait, but we already kind of have good turrets here. We can have even better ones, right? We just place these ones. Yeah, this will be purple ones. Good. So it should make everything a little bit easier to deal with. And I believe we are missing raw part over there. So the good thing with this design is that one output station here as we see here, supports 4 belts. Will be 4 green belts. And we have space for 2 stations. We have space here for the station and here for the output station. That means that we can actually stack 2 of these blocks, like these huge blocks. Right? We could stack 2 of them, one here and one here, and export everything through these 2 stations. Like they should be able to support the flow of items, and the trains hopefully should be able to like pick it up fast enough, so we can have this line dedicated to crushed ores. And if we really wanted to, we could have another one just behind. We don't actually need to kind of grow it vertically too much. Yep. Well, except Cretinium, I guess we'll need a lot of Cretinium. I don't even know how many of these ores we'll really need. I do not even know that. Okay, let's see. Is anything interesting happening here? I mean, there is like not a lot of really interesting stuff, to be honest. What's going on here? I just want to grab pretty much this thing, hold shift, and like go up with like while holding shift. Okay. Just like that. And our updates per second is still super low. I mean, I'm just thinking, can we make robots faster? Robot cargo size, that's good, but I don't think it's good enough for what we are doing. How exactly our robots are flying? They're going to here. I don't think it's the best idea for them. Why don't we place this thing right here somewhere? Why don't we do that? Place this thing here. Here. Yeah, basically right there. This should help with landfilling these areas quite a bit, because we can have at least, like, you know, logistic robots helping out and doing something useful. Because right now, if you look at our logistic robots, they're like not doing anything. With construction robots, we have 18,000 of them busy with things. So yeah, I think it's a good thing that we did, that we asked to place these buffer chests. Should be quite helpful. What's going on with these ones? Oh, I see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could really place 6 ones here, but we can leave some room a little bit down there for the depot. Like, I want depot to be here, actually. Would it make sense? I don't know. I think it kind of makes sense, but I'm not really sure. And one thing that I forgot to add rubber ports to this blueprint. That's a little bit unfortunate. What like good spots for rubber ports? Let's just try to find them real quick. So we have this rubber port. I don't even see the range of the thing. The range is supply area 100 by 100. And the distance here is what? 96. 100. interesting. And we are using this electric poles that in the future could in theory become even better electric poles, right? Let's take a look. Right, what would it take to get better electric poles? This thing has a limit of 700 megawatts. Why don't we use this? Or this green ones. We can produce them. We have everything except nitinol. I don't think we have nitinol at this point, but maybe it's not that hard to get it. Well, at the very least I want this one, that's for sure. And if you look at our research block, we are having trouble with this like bio stuff, so let's just cancel that. It's not like it's anything important. And the next one that we'll go for are this, for which we'll need nitinol that is produced from nickel and titanium. Okay. Let's get this. Can I research anything? Like tool belt, would it be useful? Potential. Stacking servers 3. This is great. I want this. Especially since they're not that expensive. They're just blue circuits. We have lots of blue circuits. Yeah, let's go for this. Worker speed, we cannot get it. Worker robot cargo size, we can get that one. Braking force. Like, there are lots of cool stuff. There are lots of cool things in here. A lot of cool things. And as for the connections here, what can we really do? We probably want to keep the like better power poles as far away as we can from these substations. But the problem is that if you keep them too far away, then we will not be able to establish connection between them. Wait, I'm a bit surprised. Why is this connection even present? I thought it's impossible to connect things because the wire reach of this is shorter. Or do we need to have like only one entity being very, like with a very long reach for this to work? How exactly does that work? Because this thing is definitely not reaching that part. Okay, let's check this. So this one is not reaching this one, but or even this one is not reaching that one. But I have a feeling that we cannot connect it here, but we can connect it here. That's bad. What about from here to here? No. From here to here? No, that is good. About from here. Here, connection can be made? Can be made. Wow. So it looks like it really checks. It really checks. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad, because it means that we'll have to be careful again about these things here. That's okay, I guess. I guess it just means that we have to be a bit careful, and that's it. Right, we can... Like, there is enough reach for this, that's good. And enough reach for that. That's kinda awesome. We'll have a place in the middle, like, we'll have some space in the middle. But I think what that means is that we can actually place 2 rubber ports. Where are the 2 rubber ports? Yeah, there. We could place one here. And we could place one over there. And I feel like it will, like, everything will just work. with such robot placement. Maybe, just maybe, still could place it even there, but the problem is that we don't have enough space there. What if we... Right, and we cannot move it further out there. It's okay. We'll have such station design. I would want to check actually whether it works or not. At least the loading part. Right, we can do something like we can... this thing is all on, by the way. We need to mark this as the output. This is output. This is output. Like this. This is output. Output. And we want this thing to be sent out up there. Turn. Turn. This is output. What? Yep, like this. We'll just turn it again a bit. Like this. This is output. Let's set some filter. Let's say we want to deliver... We want to export pistols. No. We want to export... We have something kind of like more interesting than that. We would like to export... Wait, this thing. We'll never get them, right? Homeward logistic robot. What is even the thing? Oh no, it's our very first... it might be the very first robots that we are using logistic zone interface. Light armor. Fish. Korean fish. Sure. Fish. Exporting fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we need the output here to be filtered with like a material, we need to make sure that we export only specific material. And I don't think... I mean, we do have Factorio fish. Yeah, that's the thing we do. But it usually doesn't lie on the ground. So it's probably... Okay, maybe we should something else here. Let's select something else. Let's say we will be doing that with... what is this? Lamp with crawler aesthetics. Clock. What? Clock combinator? What is that thing? We'll be exporting crawler lamps. No idea what the thing is, but I'm pretty sure that we are not building it. Okay. What is this? We will have some power. Oh, look at that. The connection was not established between them. That's interesting, but there is a possibility for it, right? Yes, there is a possibility for that, which is bad. We don't want that. It's okay. It is fine. What's happening here? Are we ready to proceed? Like this thing. What is that? What is that? So here we just want, you know, to add like a line of rails, I guess. And we could do something like this, I think. Oh, this part is not ready yet. It's not quite ready. It's okay. We're just telling robots, like we're helping them a little bit, giving them something to focus on. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't even know how to call this episode. I think we should finish it, but we basically were expanding to the west, or setting up LTN stations, requester provider stations, all and filling the things. I don't know, I kind of feel like, considering the amount of work that logistic and construction robots have, I think it's better to call it something about land filling. Or expanding the grid, yeah. Well, I'll think about the proper name, but it's a bit long episode. It's slightly long. Anyway, let's take a break here. Let's take a break. Save game. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 220, where we did lots of useful stuff. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!